Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and the topic of today's rant video is you're gonna want kids someday, Chris. Hey, when are you gonna have kids? Wouldn't it be great to have kids? That's a cute kid. You like that kid? You like my son? You like my daughter? Well, you're so great with kids. You're gonna love to have kids, aren't you? No, I don't want kids. I can't tell you guys how often this topic comes up in daily conversation. It's one of the few pet peeves and one of the few things that really bothers me, that boils me to the point of more than just an inconvenience of a conversation, and more than just like, whatever, no, I don't want kids. Well, it's your opinion, it's your life, whatever. You chose that life, I'm choosing this life. I can't tell you just how much this comes up, and seriously, how much it bothers me. For a little bit of backstory, I come from a family that of a bunch of kids, right? It's like there's always like 10 of us in the house at once, including my parents, and I have like half siblings, my cousins, and whatever have you, foster siblings I grew up with. And in that way, that means that there's plenty of opportunities for my parents to have grandkids, because they don't right now. They don't have direct blood grandkids except for my dad's previous marriage, and that's a whole separate thing. But my mom and my dad don't have any grandkids. I'm 25. My older brother is 28. He just turned 28. Then the next in line from that below me is my sister, who is 20, who's just turned 21. And then we have me, and we have Dylan, Jake, and Olivia, and whatever have you. So this has always been a topic. It's always been a kind of like a little poking my buttons, mentioning when you have kids. Because my brother Henry, he's older, but he can never really have a solid relationship. He's not living on his own. He's not very, not mentally stable, but just like physically, like financially stable. He's never really been fully stable. He's always been kind of just getting by and working it, and not that great with his money. I've been a little bit more responsible. I've learned to accommodate how I need to. I've taken advances in my life towards moving out of the state and getting my own place, and I've done a few things. So everyone seems to think, oh, he's so responsible. When he has a kid, he's gonna be the greatest dad. Because I am good with kids. I do like kids. I don't fucking hate kids. They're fine. Kids are kids. What are you gonna do? It doesn't mean that I want to have kids. Also, inversely to that is I wouldn't mind having a kid. The idea of having a kid isn't something that I absolutely spit at. I don't fucking throw my feces at the idea of having a kid, but it's the fact that other people are deciding for me that I want a kid, and that really bothers me. No, and this is how it goes. Hey, Seth, how's your son doing? Oh, he's doing great. Blah, he's doing this, this. Like, oh, that's awesome, man. It sounds like a really cool time. He's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, you're gonna, when you have a kid, then you're gonna love it too. It's gonna be great. And I go, I'm not having a kid. And he goes, you're gonna want to have a kid. I go, no, I'm not. At this point, I'm already fucking mad, right? And it's not even just him. He's just an example. He's like, oh, you say that now. One day, you'll change your mind. No, then other people say, like, you're never ready to have a kid until you have one. You never know you want a kid until you have one. Why would I sit here as myself right now? What changes? I get it. It's like, oh, when you have a kid, it all makes sense. You're never ready to have a kid until you have a kid, and then you're like, oh man, I learned so much from my kid, and I love watching them grow. I like watching them do this. I love how the bond we have, all that shit, and that's all good. But here's what comes with that, and this is where I'm a real selfish asshole, okay? Because I know I'm a selfish asshole. We can harken back to an old video of mine talking about relationships and my social life, which is actually a video I want to review with Sam and watch it for the first time in a few years to see how my perspective has changed. And I get it, we grow. The way we think changes, my perspective will change, and who knows, maybe in the future, I will want to have a kid. But guess what? That's my decision. You don't tell me that I want a kid. Fuck you, and fuck you. They're not suggesting, by the way. They're not suggesting. I know I'm kind of bouncing around. I'm sorry. My mom, I actually got into a verbal argument with my mom. Not even argument. I was actually like almost half yelling at my mom on the phone driving to work because she was just hammering, just like, you're gonna have it, like, you want to have a kid. I know you want to have a kid, and you're gonna love having a kid. And this all kind of really stemmed from the fact is, it's not really a secret, but my sister Emily, who's 21, is pregnant. She's going to be a mom, and which, I mean, yay, congratulations. I don't really care. Welcome to my family. My parents are happy that they're gonna have a grandkid, but they're disappointed that it wasn't me. She's like, I'm really happy, but I kind of wish it was you and Sam first that were gonna bring us a grandkid. I'm like, yeah, I bet. Yeah. whatever. And it essentially has set me off, because then she got into the whole thing again, like I've been repeating, which is you're gonna want one. I can't wait till you decide that. And then, you know, you say you don't want one now, but motherfucker, if I say I don't want one now, you're speaking as if I don't know what I want. What I want in life. I'm 20 goddamn 5 years old, okay? I think by this point in my life, I understand kind of which direction I want my life to go in. I'm a little bit more collected than that. I think I know what I like to do, I know what I want to do, and I can project where I might see myself in the future, and that future does not have a kid involved, okay? This really got me mad, because then my mom said, and I'm not gonna make my mom out to be a bad person, I don't think that at all. I love my mom to death, I love my dad to death, don't think that I'm just, it's the example, this is what sets me off, okay? So don't think I'm bashing them, but this is the story. She said that, well, what about Sam? Does Sam want to have a kid? And I go, of course she does. She would love to have a kid. She wants to experience that. She wants to be a mother. And she goes, so that's not fair. Like, how is it fair that you're going to deny her having a kid because you don't want one? And then that fucking gave me whiplash, dude. By the way, check out the Whiplash podcast. That gave me whiplash because I'm like, how is it not fair that I don't want a kid but she does, and I'm denying her having a kid because I don't want it? Double standard. What about me? What about what I want? What about, how is it any less unfair, or that she would make me give her a kid to make her happy, and then making me do something I don't want to do, rather than me not having her have a kid, and then make her do something she doesn't want to do? How are those two things any less unfair to the other? Like, it's equally unfair. It's unfair that I don't want a kid but she does, but it's unfair that she wants a kid and I don't. They're the same fucking thing, but apparently I'm a worse person, and it's more unfair that I'm denying her a kid than it is her allowing me to not have a kid. It's weird doing that back and forth backwards talk, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? I don't want a kid, but it's totally, no, fuck that. I don't care if you don't want a kid. The fact is you need to make her happy because she does want a kid. You need to sacrifice your life, your money, your time, your space, and even in some cases your relationship, to have a kid because they want a kid. And it goes the same way either way. If Sam didn't want one and I did, it would be the same fucking argument. But apparently my mom did not understand the concept of she wants it but I don't, but that doesn't matter because she wants it and I should do that to make her happy. I want to make something very clear. I'm an asshole, okay? I love Sam to death, I love my mom to death, but I'm an asshole. I have a life that I need to live, okay? I have a life. I'm not gonna limit what I can and can't do every day in my life for a fucking kid that's gonna grow up in some piece of shit world that I honestly, I know people say this, I don't want them to grow up in this world, but I really don't. This world it's a mess, and it always has been. I don't want to bring life into it, and I don't want to try to sit here and explain to my kid, you don't say this to this gender, you don't say this to that gender, you don't talk about the wall, you don't talk about Trump. I know that stuff won't be in their time, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to have to teach them about this world because I don't understand this world. And also, financial stability. Right now, where we're living and how we're living is not considered super stable because we are working our asses off. If we, like everyone in America, we're all working our asses off. If we were to have a kid, okay, say bye-bye to all my free time. Say bye-bye to YouTube, say bye-bye to streaming, say bye-bye to writing, to drawing, to making music, to doing all this shit, because guess what? I don't have time to do it now. I don't have time to do this shit that I want to do now with work, keeping up my relationship, maintaining the household, taking care of the bunnies, surviving. Just doing these things that I'm doing right now, I already don't have time. I'm already crunched on time to get gamer score, to stream, to make videos, to edit the videos, to draw, to make thumbnails, to write my fucking book series, to draw my book series, to get the manga together. I don't have time to do that stuff. You want me to have a fucking kid? I'm sorry, but fuck yourself. I have my own life. I have my own life. I'm trying to live my life. Why would I sacrifice my life for this fucking kid? That's how it is for me. I don't care. I do not care. Donuts. I do not care. If you think I'm a selfish piece of shit. But how is it selfish for me to want to live my life? It's my life. I get one chance, man. How is it unfair? How am I a bad guy for wanting to live my life? It's how mad it's making me. I'm fucking hot, dude. I'm hot. This isn't even a thick, long sleeve. I'm hot. Because I'm fucking pissed off. Because this always happens. And I have to always look into everyone's smug fucking faces. I have to look at their smug faces as they go, you'll change your mind one day. No, you just wait a couple years down the line and you'll change your mind. Oh, you'll change. Even if I do, that's not your decision to make, but you're telling me that I don't have a choice. You're telling me that I'm going to do this. That it is required of me to have a fucking kid. No, I reject that. I reject your shit. I reject the American standard of get a wife, get a house, and have a kid, and have a 9-to-5 job, mow the fucking lawn, jerk off in the bathroom when your wife's not watching, and have a fucking life till you drink it all away. I do not live that life. I live a completely ass-backwards life compared to half the people I know. And that life does not include having a kid. Okay? And I just always have to deal with their fucking faces as they tell me I'm gonna have a kid. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm mad. I'm sorry. I'm so stubborn. I'm not kidding. I'm not playing this for laughs. I'm not playing it as a joke. I'm not enhancing my this rant with this. I'm being serious. Out of fucking absolute acidic spite, I would not have a kid just to prove you fucking wrong. Just to prove you wrong. Whoever's watching this, who said that to me or anything, who thinks that way, I want to prove you so dead fucking wrong that I will not have a kid. I'm sticking to my guns because you keep telling me. I don't like it when people tell me how to live my life. I don't like when people tell me what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and what I should be doing, and what I will be doing. I do not like that. That makes me immediately want to not associate with you anymore if you're telling me how to run my life. Okay? I don't tell you how to live your life. I may make a joke or give you my opinion on a situation, but this is far beyond my opinion of a situation. This is far beyond their opinion of a situation. This is them being like, huh, you think you're so smart, you 20-something asshole. You think you're so smart. Back when I was that old, I didn't think I'd have a kid either. But guess what? You probably had a kid by accident. That's not aimed towards anyone in particular, by the way. If we're gonna get a little bit adult here, I practice safe sex. I am very careful. There's no, oh, we're gonna make it real quick, no condom real quick, oh, I can pull out, yeah, no. No, I don't do that. I don't take that risk. Because it's not even the fact of making it so I can't do all my stuff, it's making it so I can't upkeep my hobbies and my career. It's the fact of money, dude. Do you know how expensive a hospital bill? A hospital bill for a fucking baby delivery? And I'm sorry, like, what do you want from me, man? I'm a simple person with simple desires, and I don't want that in my life. I don't. And I feel like an asshole. I feel really, really bad for Sam because I know she wants to have a kid. I know that. And like, dude, the only way I could see myself having a kid is if I had a lot of fucking money. If I didn't have to go to a day job, because if I didn't have to go to a day job, then I could focus on all my stuff. I wouldn't have to do that. So, if I had a lot of money, a kid's an option. But until then, never. Fuck off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.